Clear your schedules, everybody. We might have more clarity on the Aaron Rodgers situation a week from now, after the veteran quarterback apparently didn't meet with the Pittsburgh Steelers at all during a weekend visit to the city. ESPN's Brooke Pryor reported that the next date we should have circled on our calendars is May 18, which is the start of the Steelers' next phase of organized team activities, so some things could come together in the next week, but so far it has not.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at former K-State quarterback Will Howard, who is in a precarious situation as the Steelers await Aaron Rodgers' decision. Will Howard was taken by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 6th round of the 2025 NFL Draft and was a backup for Aaron Rodgers last season. The Steelers are entering a new era with Mike McCarthy taking over, and with the waiting game putting the Steelers in a weird position with Howard as one of the people with the most to gain or lose. Then we dive into the roster, moves the Steelers made that could impact Aaron Rodgers in a potential return to Pittsburgh, while Aaron Rodgers' situation remains undefined. The team signed a new center, Greg Crippen, and waived Satu Alamia to bolster their offensive line for potential contingencies and better protection for the quarterback. Finally, we cover the competition looming for the starting job with Will Howard and Mason Rudolph as the Steelers prepare for the upcoming season. And the latest on Aaron Rodgers, Jason La Canfora confirms there is no firm commitment yet, but a competition among the incumbent quarterbacks will take place, so stay with us for all the updates. Latest rumors suggest a potential contract decision for Aaron Rodgers involving the Pittsburgh Steelers, with speculation pointing toward a key date in the near future. Bleacher Report has reported that the Steelers have circled a potential date for a contract decision, noting that Rodgers apparently did not meet with the team during a recent weekend visit. ESPN's Brooke Pryor indicated that May 18th is the date the Steelers have circled, marking the start of their next phase of organized team activities. This suggests that clarity on the quarterback's future could emerge within the next week. Adam Schefter corroborated this, reporting that Rodgers did not meet with the Steelers over the weekend. The ongoing speculation surrounding Rodgers' future has evolved into a protracted discussion. Analysts suggest 3 primary scenarios are driving the uncertainty. The first possibility is that Rodgers is genuinely deliberating his NFL future, potentially taking longer than expected to make a decision. The second scenario posits that Rodgers is choosing to maintain ambiguity, perhaps not formalizing a contract until he is ready to commit to a team, suggesting he may not be interested in current off-season activities. The mandatory Steelers minicamp on June 2nd is seen as a likely deadline for any decision. The third major factor involves a potential misalignment on financial terms. Given Rodgers' leverage, reports indicate that contract details may be unresolved, as indications about a 2026 commitment have not specified a finalized outline. Consequently, experts advise viewing the situation through these 3 lenses until concrete information is released. Ultimately, the definitive answer remains unknown, as Rodgers has yet to make any public statements. The Pittsburgh Steelers find themselves in a precarious quarterback situation as the team awaits a decision from veteran Aaron Rodgers. The uncertainty looms large, with former K-State quarterback Will Howard, drafted in the 6th round of the 2025 NFL Draft, holding a significant, yet uncertain, position on the roster. Howard served as a backup for Rodgers last season, a campaign where Rodgers impressively managed to lead the Steelers to the playoffs, posting 3,322 yards, 24 touchdowns, and just 7 interceptions despite being 41 years old. Under the new leadership of head coach Mike McCarthy, the Steelers are navigating a complex dynamic. McCarthy has a history with Rodgers, having previously won a Super Bowl with him in 2011, though their tenure together with the Green Bay Packers ended poorly, contributing to McCarthy's departure in 2018. The possibility of a reunion remains, as Rodgers is reportedly still deliberating whether to return at the age of 42. This waiting game has placed the Steelers in a difficult spot, with Howard being one of the players with the most to gain or lose. The current roster features 3 quarterbacks: Will Howard, Mason Rudolph, who has started games for the team, and Drew Aller, a third-round pick from the 2026 NFL Draft who is a local Penn State star. Speculation is mounting regarding the future roles. Steelers reporter Mark Madden recently criticized Howard, suggesting that Aller is on a different level, labeling Howard a practice squad lifer. Madden argued that the comparison between the two is stark. Aller, a third-round pick, is viewed as a potential starter, whereas Howard is seen as a backup. The analysis suggests that while McCarthy can develop Aller, he cannot offer what Howard currently lacks. Given that teams typically carry 3 quarterbacks, the decision hinges on who secures the third spot. Rudolph's veteran presence makes him a likely candidate, but the ultimate choice between Howard and Aller will define the team's quarterback depth for the upcoming season. The outcome of Rodgers' decision could dramatically alter the trajectory for both Howard and Aller. The Pittsburgh Steelers have made significant roster adjustments on their offensive line, signaling potential strategic moves that could impact the future of quarterback Aaron Rodgers, though his long-term commitment to the team remains unconfirmed. The team recently signed a new center, Greg Crippen, following his final season with the Michigan Wolverines, adding a crucial interior alternative to the existing depth, which includes Zach Frazier and Ryan McCollum. Frazier, who led the line in 2025 by allowing only 1 sack, is now bolstered by Crippen, alongside McCollum providing reliable backup depth. In a related move, left guard Sato Alamia was waived after arriving from the New Orleans Saints, as he was already on the depth chart. Looking ahead to the 2026 season, the Steelers' offensive line is set to feature a mix of established talent and new draft picks. Troy Fautanu is projected to anchor the tackle position, potentially partnered with Broderick Jones, pending monitoring of Jones' recent neck injury. The interior line will see Zach Frazier continue his central role, supported by free agent addition Brock Hoffman and Ryan McCollum. The team further strengthened its protection group by drafting Max Ihinacher in the 1st round and Jennings Dunker in the 3rd round, both expected to compete for immediate roles. During the 2025 campaign, Aaron Rodgers led the Steelers' offense with 3,322 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions, maintaining an efficient 94.8 passer rating despite suffering 29 sacks. Consistent protection came from left guard Isaac Sumalo, who earned an elite 78.5 pass-blocking grade from PFF in 2025 before moving to the Arizona Cardinals. The team is actively restructuring its protection unit to ensure optimal support for the quarterback as they navigate the upcoming season. Noi Dung Kai Tight. The Pittsburgh Steelers are preparing for a quarterback competition following the lack of a finalized deal with Aaron Rodgers, with the team focusing on incumbent passers as the future unfolds. Reports indicate that no firm commitment has been provided by Rodgers to the Steelers, and the Hall of Famer remained unsigned until June 5, 2025. With spring practices approaching, the situation remains unclear regarding a potential second Steelers campaign for Rodgers. And new head coach Mike McCarthy has begun integrating his offense, which currently features Pittsburgh's 3 quarterbacks, including rookie Drew Aller and 2 quarterbacks he inherited. The primary contenders for the starting role are 2025 6th-round pick Will Howard and veteran Mason Rudolph. And sources confirm that the Steelers have not engaged with non-Rodgers free agents or outside teams regarding a trade for a passer. While the door remains open for a Rodgers reunion, clarity was anticipated earlier this spring. If a deal does not materialize, a competition among the current quarterbacks is expected. Will Howard is noted as a player the team is very excited about, with a very real chance to secure the QB1 position over Rudolph should Rodgers retire, or if the team moves forward without him. The Steelers recently utilized a rarely used UFA tender for Rodgers as insurance against him signing elsewhere. There has been an evolving idea for a 2026 agreement, with all parties warming to the prospect. While Mike Tomlin's resignation left Rodgers without a familiar staffer, McCarthy has expressed a willingness to welcome a reunion. /N//and ESPN noted that May 18 is a key date to watch, marking the beginning of the Steelers' OTAs. Pittsburgh's preference would likely be to secure Rodgers under contract before this point, with financial concerns not believed to be an issue for the four-time MVP. Attention is now shifting toward a potential training camp competition between Howard and Rudolph. Rudolph has accumulated 19 starts, whereas Howard saw no action as a rookie. With the Steelers aiming for a playoff push in 2026, expectations for the quarterback situation are tempered unless a Rodgers signing materializes.